One thing that I always find a bit puzzling about Fear the Walking Dead is just how good some of the shots are, while the story manages to be so godawful episode after episode. This Sunday's entry, USS Pennsylvania, is a great example of this. It opens on some really lovely shots of Morganville. Bleak, half-ruined buildings ruffled by a slow breeze. The very image of an apocalyptic wasteland and mankind's attempt to set it right, however clumsily. Or the scene with Teddy and Sue, aka Dakota, that this cuts to, with Teddy's face haloed with light. Light and dark in stark contrast. Teddy like some grandfatherly angel, or mad demon, weaving his weird spell on his young protégé. But however much I enjoy these moments of careful, lovingly crafted cinematography, I can't say the same for the writing. Likewise, the zombie crew members of the beached submarine, the titular USS Pennsylvania, are fantastic examples of the show's excellent makeup and special effects. Yet for all that, the story is still deeply silly and the episode, like virtually every episode of Fear these days, is riddled with plot holes. Teddy, yet another insane villain with delusions of grandeur and a psychopathic mass-murdering streak, has the keys to launch the nuclear missiles from the submarine, and it turns out that the reason he knows how to go about this is because Riley was the weapons officer on the submarine prior to the world ending. But here's a fun little fact. The keys required to actually launch nuclear ballistic missiles from a nuclear submarine are locked in safes that require specific codes to unlock. Those codes are provided in the event the President of the United States authorizes nuclear strikes. Crew members don't have access otherwise. There is no way that these keys would just be out and about for the taking. Launch codes are required to fire off nuclear missiles from subs or land silos. There is no reason to believe that Teddy and a weapons officer would be able to simply turn a couple keys and launch some nukes. We can set aside the plausibility of it all, I suppose. I mean, this show has strayed so far from the realm of realism and plausibility it's not like anyone expects it anymore. But we do expect, or at least hope for the actual story to make a little bit of sense, and it just doesn't here. Morgan and half a dozen others make their way into the submarine, apparently using a different hatch than Teddy and his people for some reason. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure how Teddy and Riley and Dakota and maybe the other cult members, though we only see one, and she's dead from radiation because I guess the nuclear missiles are leaking or something. Anyways, I'm not sure how they got in and made it to the control panel without having to fight any zombies, but Morgan has to get past 150 undead crew members to make it to the same missile command room.